Are you sick and tired of feeling frustrated? Are you tired of being in a bad mood? Are you tired of feeling like life is a battle every day you wake up? Every day you feel and are searching for it to get better, but you just seem to continue the struggle. I'm going to share something with you through the power of understanding consciousness and awareness that is going to lead you to see that it isn't this believed outside world that you are struggling against. It is the story, the narrative, and the thoughts of who you believe you are and what you believe life is. Now, I want you to understand, if you are just catching this video, if you're not familiar with what I'm speaking about, this isn't going to be something your therapist or counselor or psychiatrist will talk to you about. This is going to be looking at it and understanding it in a way that most nobody will talk about. Most nobody understands, and a lot of people like to say and be skeptic against this. But I'm here to tell you everything that I talk about today is direct experience. It is something that you can see in your direct experience. You're not going to believe what I'm saying and take it as a religion and take it as truth. You can take a look for yourself. Let me just point you to it. So I know the feeling. I know the feeling all too well. It seems like every single day is a struggle, no matter what you may be going through. It may be tension within the body, dealing with pain in the body. It may be dealing with a job that you hate. It may be dealing with people that you do not get along with well. It may be this most simplest things turn to the biggest annoyances, the biggest frustrations, the biggest stress triggers. You are never going to be able to find your peace, to have your peace, if you are looking in the believed outside world. And what I mean by that is, I call it the believed outside world. But this believed world that we believe we are separate moving through isn't actually outside of us. But for this video, I'm going to use it as that because most of us see it as that and seem to struggle within it. But I can first point to the oneness in your direct experience. The oneness of you, the body you believe you are, the oneness of everything around you, as far and wide as you can look. You never find things anywhere else, located in anywhere else in a different space, place, time. All you find is everything located in knowing awareness. To simplify it a little bit, everything that you know to be the world and the things within the world and believe to be yourself, it is all only known for its existence. It doesn't exist outside of knowing awareness. Nothing has ever been found to exist outside of this knowing awareness. What does that point to? That points to oneness. That points to unity. That points to a canvas, in a sense, a backdrop. That points to the nature of reality. Pure consciousness. Pure knowing awareness. Now, maybe you've never seen that before. Maybe everything has been seeming to be separate. Take a look again, sit with it, and see if you can find that separation. You might be pleasantly surprised. But the next thing I want to point to is this believed outside world that you seem to be struggling. Most of the time, actually all of the time, the struggling isn't coming from there. It's coming from within. Now buckle up. You may not like this, but if you want your peace, if you want to rest in your serenity, if you want to transcend everything that you've thought you've been struggling and at the mercy of, then you have to challenge everything you've been taught to believe. There's a lot of skepticism towards this because it is what people don't understand. They don't teach this, and it isn't talked about very often. So if you found this channel, you're in the right place, because this is all that is talked about. There's a story and a narrative and thoughts all wrapped up into a bundle that we consider to be life. Many of us don't even notice it because it seems so personal, it seems so real, and it seems so us that we don't even question it. We've been listening to it from as young as we can remember. And some of us even go to our deathbed, have been listening to it until death of the body. Some of us do notice it. We do notice the thoughts. We do notice the voices, which is just believing that the thoughts are your voice or voices. But there is something there. There is something there that's actually not a thing. You'll never grab it. You'll never touch it. You'll never lose it. You'll never gain it. Like I said, it's the nature of reality. It is the canvas, the backdrop of everything that notices the thoughts, notices the frustration, notices the stress. That which notices is what you are. But we assume, identify with, and totally intertwine ourselves with all of the content. So the thoughts, the narratives, the stories, the preferences, the likes and the dislikes, they become what we consider life. And that is why we struggle. That is why we get stressed. That is why we get frustrated. That is why we seem to never have our peace. Because we want peace as who we believe we are inside of a world that we believe we're in. And we're looking for it on the outside of us, of ourselves. That's it. So how do you get it? How do you get your peace? To make it as simple as you can understand, let nothing attach to you. Let nothing attach to you. A single thought will never be you. A narrative will never be you. A body will never be you. A story will never be you. A believed childhood, a believed past, believed trauma will never be you. Now, I am not saying that these things are not experienced. That is truth. There is a human experience here. There's beauty in this human experience, but there's also suffering in this human experience. But for those of you who have experienced some type of a trauma or something at 8 years old, 15 years old, and now it's 40 or whenever, and now it's 20, 40, 15 years down the road, and you're still identifying with that, well, then that is the reality that you create. That is manifestation. End of story. You have to be willing to release the grip. You have to. If you are holding on so tight to who you believe you are, what you think your life has been, the past, a so-called future, and everything in between, you're going to suffocate. You are going to suffocate, you are going to suffer, and you are going to always be pushing against what you think life is, because it is your story and your narrative. It is a book that you have written the pages to, that you write the pages to every single day, and believe that is your story. But I'm here to tell you that no book or no story, nothing is needed for you to exist. And within your existence, your pure existence, which is pure, which isn't tainted by anything, which isn't muddied or clouded up by anything, nothing can touch it. That is what you are, and that is where your peace is. Your peace is already here. You just simply have to notice your attention going to the other things within the same space, but the other things outwardly that you are assuming are you, and you have to relax that attention and return to aliveness, awareness, consciousness. It's really that simple, but it's not simple at all. I know. It wasn't until recently I actually reached this point. But what I'm saying, and I'm doing my best to explain, is I finally was able to see this clearly, but I was actually able to feel this clearly. And when you feel this to your core, no matter what arises in this human experience, it never is able to have its grip on you long term. You may be stressed for a minute. You may be anxious for a minute, fearful, bothered, annoyed. But you can notice this now, and you can return here again to your clarity and your peace. I hope this video helped you see this and understand this more clearly. I hope that you can experience this more clearly. Let me know down below any struggles that arise for you with understanding this, but also seeing this directly and feeling this. Let me know anything you're thinking down below. Let me know if some of you would benefit from meditations of pointing this space out. If the noise is too loud, the thoughts, the material world, let me know if videos of meditation would be able to point you and guide you to this clarity that is you already. Just let me know anything on your mind. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys again soon. Goodbye.